Welcome back to the podcast. Today I'm going to talk about 6 lessons that I have from becoming a 6-figure hairstylist and even reaching even more. Throughout my career, I've been working for over 26 years behind the chair. I have not only done hair, I've had some businesses on the side because I'm a super creative person. I have to really get my brain to stop coming up with new ideas all the time. And I have to hold myself to really have strategies into place and not jump around too much. And throughout my career as an entrepreneur, fun fact, I've never had a proper 9-to-5 job being employed by anyone else. I've been only working for myself throughout my career. And I've had my hairstyling business that I've taken to more than 6 figures. I've had an e-commerce store that I have taken to more than 6 figures. And I've been doing online education and I have taken that part to more than 6 figures. So I have really understood a lot of things around taking a service or a product, creating an audience and actually sell them things and creating demand for the things that I've been offering. And before I even go into my 6 biggest lessons to reach 6 figures as a hairstylist and actually maintaining that as well, I want to talk about that I actually have created a free mini online course that is called Scale Your Hairstyling Business to 6 Figures and More. I created the course because I wanted to give you a chance to actually understand all the pieces that you need to keep track of and all the things that you should be aware of if you want to scale your hairstyling business to 6 figures and more without becoming burnt out, without being overwhelmed. If you want to learn all my secrets, go over to my website at sereneflow.com/6-figures. So sereneflow with a hyphen in between .com/6 figures and hyphen between 6 and then figures. And you can sign up and get my online course for free. It's a mini course. I will take you through some steps. I will guide you through some journaling prompts and things that you should question yourself if you want to reach 6 figures. You can find a link as well in the show notes, and I will be there guiding you all the steps through the way, all the things that you need in order for you to reach your and scale your business to 6 figures or even more. Or if you want to have some, maybe you're already at 6 figures, but you are overwhelmed, maybe you feel that things are not working, etc., and you want to have a strategy to follow, try it out. So look at the show notes or go to our website. And now I'm going to talk to you about my 6 biggest lessons of earning more than 6 figures as a hairstylist. And the first thing that I want to talk about is your money mindset. Your own relationship with money will determine everything. It will determine what kind of prices you're charging. It will determine what kind of clients you will attract. And it will determine if you even will be able to scale your business or not. Because you have your own relationship to money. You have feelings around money. You have stories around money. And these are things that are going on autopilot. These are things that just happen in the back of your head over and over and over and over again. But the amazing thing is that we can actually change it. We can reprogram ourselves and we can shift the way that we see things. If you want to see what kind of patterns that you have around money, just look at the people that you grew up with. Your family, friends to the family, and so on. And look at what were the things that were being said around money. How were people spending money? Because I can guarantee that 99% of all your patterns have been created before you even turn 10. Because as kids, we are absorbing a lot of things. We are learning how to live in this world from our parents. So, or the caregivers that we have. So let's say that there will always fight around money. There was never enough money. People that have a lot of money are maybe evil, etc., etc., etc. Maybe people didn't even talk about money around you. Or it was like this hush-hush thing that no one was allowed to speak about. The more you can become aware of first what kind of patterns you have, and then what kind of emotional reactions do you have around money. That is like the first step, because if you do not understand what kind of relationship you have with money, then your business will never, ever change. If you freak out around that, you maybe know that you should be charging more for your services, but then when you have actually done this huge color correction job, or you have put a lot of hair extensions into your client's hair, and you know that, oh wow, this is going to add up. How is that person going to react to the price that I really should charge? And then you start to emotionally start to discount. Or let's say you have friends and family members that you do hair for, and maybe you even do it for free. Ask yourself, why am I doing this? Why am I emotionally discounting things? What are my own reactions towards, etc.? A thing that I highly recommend, if you yourself want to charge more for your services and you feel something happening with you, even when you write down the number that you should start charging for what kind of services it is, I want you to look at, are you willing to invest the same amount of money on something for yourself for the same amount of money that you're charging for your clients? If you are not willing to invest privately in the same amount of money that you're charging your clients for their hair, there might be a misalignment between the money that you're actually receiving and the money that you're willing to give out. Because we have to become more used to receiving more money, holding on to more money, and also investing in ourselves. And it's when you start to become more comfortable with both knowing deep down in your soul that you're worthy of the money that you are receiving. So every time you are receiving even $1, euro, whatever currency you're working in, saying a small thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you for receiving this. But if you feel somehow that you're not worthy of more money, if you feel uncomfortable receiving more money, then you're actually sending out a signal to the universe that I cannot hold on to this, or I'm not worthy of this. Then you're pushing things away. And money is energy. And the more you are open to receiving, the more you're actually going to receive as well. The more we can also come into an alignment with the goal that you have around earning more money. The more you can see that it's possible for you, the more it actually will be possible. If you in some way do not believe that you're worthy of earning more money, having more money in your account, etc., then that is something to start to work on for yourself. The second lesson is all about actually understanding who it is that you want to attract into your chair and what is it that you want to be known for. Not everyone is your client and not everyone is the right fit for you. And as a hairstylist, I know, because I've been talking to hairstylists from all over the world, there is this idea that you have to offer everything. And you have to be wide in the services that you offer. The negative part is, if you're going to offer every single service that's possible, you're never going to become really, really good at something because you will become scattered. It will be harder for you to market yourself because you're trying to become the right fit for everyone. And it will be hard for your clients to actually talk about you when they leave the salon because they don't really know how to speak about you. To really know who it is that you want to attract into your chair is vital, because when you are doing your marketing, you should speak to one person and one person only, because that creates content that actually makes people feel that this is made for me. And the more you actually understand of the values behind that person, how they want to feel when they're in your chair, how you want to transform them from the inside and out, how you want to do their hair, the easier it will become to actually know what problems does these people have, or this person. But when we are speaking to one person that has the same type of values and so on, you're actually going to attract that kind of person into your chair. And it will become so much easier to come up with content, to speak authentically, know what it is that you're going to talk about, and really speak about it in an authentic way. What I teach inside of my programs is that as a hairstylist, it's easier to grow your business if you're specialized in something. And you should have maximum 3 specialty areas. I'm not saying that you're going to quit everything overnight, but it's more moving towards, I'm specialized in these kind of services and become super, super, super good at it, because it's easier to actually speak about these services and the problems that are related to these services, so that people will actually find you on social media and on the internet in general. And it will become easier to actually find your unique way of approaching this, looking at what is your quirkiness that people are actually drawn to, and make people attracted to that. Start to share your speciality. Start to share your quirkiness. Start to share your values that are aligned with the person that you want to attract into your chair. And this is the base for your whole marketing strategy. And building upon that. It takes a little bit of work to come up with this, but once you have come up with it, you will fly, and you will soon start to see that all of a sudden, the person that you really want to have in your chair actually sits there. And these will become clients that will come back for more and more and more and more, because they will feel that you understand them and know them. The third lesson comes back to the money stories. What you believe that you are worthy of is what you will attract into your life. So we have 1 million thoughts, emotions, and feelings per day. And the thing that actually will repel what it is that we're creating is what we say to ourselves, what we believe that we are worthy of, and our emotions to things. And all of this, again, is things that we are programmed with through our childhood. So a question you can ask yourself is, what is your response that you hear that someone has started to make more money? Do you feel happy for them? Or deep down in your heart, do you feel annoyed? Do you become angry? Are you pushing that away from you? Do you feel that, oh, why is that person making more money and I'm not? Then that is something that you should look again deeper at. Maybe you're working in a salon and you see that one of the other hairstylists is starting to have more and more and more clients. They're more and more busy than you, and they're starting to make more and more money. Do you see that as, wow, that is what I want? Now I see that it's possible for me. Or do you start to push that person down? What would happen if you started to make more money than your friends and family members? Will they start to resent you? And what is your reaction to that? Our emotional reactions to all of this and how we think and feel is an indicator of what you believe that you're worthy of. And there is ways to reprogram this, but your first step is to start to explore this even further. My fourth lesson is to actually understand your situation with money. Coming back to the relationship with your money, but we need to understand the facts of your money situation. What is it that you're actually making behind the chair at this moment? What are you making on the products that you're selling? Make your money. Maybe you're making money from something else as well. actually understanding what amount of money is coming in, and then we need to know what amount of money is going out each month and on what. Become conscious of what does everything cost. And then we need to understand, are you charging enough so that you're actually starting to make a profit? So that you can actually take out the salary, so that you still can take out the salary when you're going on vacation, etc., etc. The more you can understand, how much am I paying in taxes each month? How much is this? How much is that? If you do not know now and you do not know how to figure this out, then I want you to ask someone that actually understands number, or if you have an accountant, have them help you look at this so that you have an understanding. The more of an understanding you have of your situation at this very moment, the easier it will become to actually become aware of the situation and also have a ripple effect of the wordiness and your money stories, etc., etc. Because confidence comes from understanding the situation. The sixth lesson is to keep on top of your marketing strategy. Your marketing strategy is a part of your success. And when I'm talking about marketing strategy, I'm not only talking about building an Instagram account. Having a marketing strategy is building a huge funnel that attracts people into your world. It is showing off your work, having your clients talk about your work, having a space on the internet that you actually own, because, and I'm talking about having your own website, because we do not own the right to our followers on social media. We cannot think that when we post something on Instagram, on YouTube, TikTok, whatever it is that you're using, that everyone will see it. Because nowadays, I think about 5% of all your followers are actually seeing your content. So if you're just posting on social media thinking that now everyone knows that I'm going on a holiday for this X amount of time, or that I have an appointment here and there and there. What happens when they're changing the algorithm again and you freak out? Having a marketing strategy is also putting your salon in your community as a space where people actually know that you exist. And actually taking the time to put this strategy into place so that it's working every week and you keep on attracting more and more and more people into your world. And our clientele is ever changing, ever evolving. Just as you are changing and your clients are changing, it doesn't mean that the clients that you have today will be the right fit for you 10 years from now. So how can we shift things? How can we move forward and see? How can I let people know about my work? How can I have a conversation about what it is that I do, how I help people, and remind people over and over again that I exist. And when the time is right for people, then they will come to you. And why I'm talking about having a website is because it's the only place on the internet that you actually own the right to. And with the right SEO, your website should come up on the top when people are searching for it on Google or whatever search engine they're using. If you have a specialty, let's say that you're specialized in hair extensions and you're in a town, so when they're searching for hair extensions in your town, your website should come up. And a website also should be the gallery of your work. So, because you never know if your social media accounts will be taken away from you one day. Creating an email list should also be a part of your marketing strategy to actually send out reminders and things to your clientele. Maybe you have parties in your salon, maybe you have events in your salon, to actually become a part of the community, to be a space where people connect, where people do things together, etc. Sending out emails is one of the things that actually will also help to have a direct communication with your clientele as well. And if you build a strategy that works for you, then this will go on autopilot and by doing a few things here and there per week. So start to market yourself should not be when you have an empty spot in your calendar. It should be something that you do consistently so that you consistently can grow your business. And the sixth lesson for me as a six-figure hairstylist is to actually make room in your everyday salon life for content creation. How many times have you forgotten to take that after photo? How many times have you not been able to take that after photo because the lights in your salon has been wrong, or the sun has not been shining, or the million excuses that we have? I want you to start to think of, where in my salon can I have a dedicated photo video space? So you have your own little video studio, where you can take all your before photos and after photos, videos, etc. with a clean backdrop, with a white background, because then your hair will pop. And you should have amazing good lights in that studio space so that you can take these photos whatever time a day it is, so that you're not relied on natural light. Because when we have our little photo studio, it's easy to actually take the before photo, take some photos when you're doing work, and doing the after photo as well. If you are the type of stylist that is booking your clients on top of each other, create 10 minutes gap between your clients so that you actually have room to create this content and actually also have a breather in between clients. Creating content nowadays is part of your job as a hairstylist. It's up to you to learn to create great content, because that is your way of marketing yourself. It's a way of attracting new clients. It's a way of inspiring the clients that you already have. And what I do is, on Mondays, I actually look at my calendar. What clients do I have booked for the week, and what kind of content am I creating from these clients? I am a paper girl, pen and paper girl. I like to write out, okay, on Sarah, I'm doing this, this, and that. On Frida, I'm doing this, this, and that. And I actually have maybe checkboxes that I check off and use so that I know that I'm creating this, and I have my notes of what I'm doing, and I'm checking that before they leave. So I've created everything for myself. If you are uncomfortable doing this, start with a hair model and learn how to create content from that, because when you have the confidence, it will be easier for you to actually do this. Remember, creating content is part of your job as a hairstylist nowadays. So let's recap. My 6 lessons from being a hairstylist is to have a good money mindset. The second part is knowing who you want to attract to your chair and what you want to be known for. The third thing is, what do you believe that you are worthy of? Because if you do not believe that you're worthy of what it is that you're trying to attract, it's never going to happen. Fourth step is understanding your money situation. The fifth step is keep on top of your marketing strategy. And then the sixth step is to make room in your everyday life to create content. And if you want to learn my full system into scaling your hairstyling business to 6 figures and more, you can sign up for my mini course that is free at my website at sereneflow.com/6 figures. And between Serene and Flow, we have a hyphen, and between 6 figures, we have a hyphen. We will put the link into the show notes, and I hope that this has been valuable for you. Please share this with your hairstylist friends. Let me know. Send me a DM on Instagram. You can find me at sereneflow_ and let me know what the biggest takeaway from this episode is. And if you want to send me some love, please give us a review on Apple Podcasts, because that helps us getting this podcast out to many, many more hairstylists that can thrive as well as hairstylists. I want to say thank you for today. I'm super excited to share all of this content, and I'm sending you lots of love, and thank you for today. Bye.